After years of coming up short, being doubted by so many, myself included. And I actually referenced this past vid from literally 1 year ago, multiple times throughout this one, but the Boston Celtics have finally done it. We're the best team in basketball literally the entire year. Best offensive team, right at the top defensively, and genuinely put out one of the best fives I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not playing. Now there were several factors that helped them finally get over the top. Firstly, a new and improved and slightly more experienced Joe Mazzulla, which, told folks to chill. Last year was literally his first year on the job. Analytics this year prevailed, as well as the all-important pickups from last offseason, Drew Holiday and Tingus Pingus. I remember when I seen the news of the Porzingis trade specifically, and I got so scared, because I for sure thought he had a marvelous season last year that a lot of people ain't really pay too much attention to, both cause it was in Washington, and the boy's reputation was slightly damaged from his Dallas stint. His injury proneness did show itself a little bit, mainly in the playoffs. He missed about everything. Even so, the returns were more than worth it. What Porzingis, as well as Drew, brought to the table made Boston who they were. Guess this is the perfect time to mention how bad I feel for Marcus Smart. Boy put in pain for years, and as soon as they trade him, they get a chill. Jesus. The most important aspect of their ascension, though, was the continued improvement of the Jays. I start with Jaylen Brown. Been singing his praises for years now. And it's so funny to me, bro, because I was actually like 2-3 years early on the Jaylen Brown better than Tatum wave. Now, I was just playing, but nowadays, streets done made it a real thing. Listen, seriously, I don't think the gap between the two is that wide. JB Cole. All that said, I ain't gonna sit here and lie, because I definitely came on the internet and said it. I was not a fan of the $300 million contract. I thought that if that was the thing my dog was going for and none less, might have to let my boy walk. To go from that, the world crucifying JB for an entire summer, to immediately helping his team deliver on their championship aspirations and winning finals MVP, he got the Larry Bird Conference Finals drawn too. You couldn't have wrote a better story to shut all of us up. Gotta show love to him, cause he showed some crucial improvements too. Showed better playmaking, specifically in the finals, as well as got back in his defensive bag. Something that's been lacking a little more for a while now, was definitely getting carried by his prior reputation. Coming into this series knowing he was gonna have to deal with Luka, he was indubitably on his P's and Q's. Moving to Jason Tatum, who still kinda be pissing me off a little, but it ain't even him as much at this point. It's y'all. For real though, JT one of them guys that the masses either overrate a little bit or they hate and disrespect him to the utmost degree. To go ahead and get my stance, Tatum is firmly in the top 10, probably about 7, 8, which is okay. He just ain't top 5, no way. Now do I still want more from Jason Tatum? Absolutely. Really only for him to get his jumper back. He got too comfortable in the past pulling these threes. Boy done put some weight on, added some strength over the past few years, and boy, his jumper has felt the effects. I hate watching him shoot now. One, cause he's so stiff and hitchy with it, but also cause I do just assume he gonna miss. Slime be forgetting he about 6'10" with a decent handle, can get wherever he want, but instead he wanna be Steph Curry. Now, when the shot is falling and he get to feeling confident, that's where we see the guy that deserves top 5 love. But we don't see him near often enough to put him over some of his peers. We gotta let go of the thought of what he could or should be and just accept him for who he is at the moment. He right now is an inconsistent scorer, mainly due to how up and down his jumper is. But he is also a much improved playmaker and excellent defensively, being a key cog in allowing for Boston to be as versatile as they were. But I think the biggest thing about Jason Tatum, he's 26. He just got his first ring at 26. He succeeded earlier than he was supposed to. You look at some of the greats, specifically though the greats we still got in the game right now. Bron, Curry, Giannis, Jokic, they all won ring number 1 at 28 years old. Streets been crucifying JT for not winning it all in the past, when whole time he was a youngin' just trying to get his feet wet. Cause more often than not, guys gotta fail, go through a little something before they can succeed. He was always ahead of schedule, and now even more so since he done added a ring to his resume. Brought up his age too, cause he still ain't technically even in his prime. The singular aspect at this point to improve on is clear to everybody, and he still got more time to get that figured out and try and actually put it all together. We'll see on that though. This year I've gained even more respect for Jason Tatum. He showed an unselfishness to do what needed to be done in order to win. did a lot of dirty work while still managing to lead Boston in almost everything throughout the entirety of the playoffs. That unselfishness, though, is also the thing at the moment that people want to use against him, saying he ain't the guy, lacking that alpha mentality. And yeah, that could be true. He might not be one of those bona fide superstars, that number one option that'll will you to a championship. Maybe. But I ain't gonna lie, who cares? They just won a championship, and y'all still want to sit around and talk down. This was a great basketball team that was a sum of its highly elite parts. Past the team talk though. I wouldn't cast that judgment on JT long term because again, he's 26. He's got the time to grow even further. Because our guys, our geezers, didn't reach that level themselves until at least a couple more years later after where Tatum is right now. Our boys was dominating for so long, making it look so easy that folks done got comfortable and forgot what progression is and look like. I get it though. Bron did go to the finals 8 times in a row. Curry and Golden State dominated the back half of a decade and even won another one in the 2020s. All in all, fam, I think folks just need to appreciate what we just seen. Cause this year Boston Celtics was great in every aspect of basketball, but we still so quick and just needing to hate and critique on everything that sometimes actual logic just completely go out the window. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Started as a Celtics drum, but turned into a Jason Tatum defense video low-key, which I ain't never thought I'd be one to make, but here I am. Like I said, hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'm sitting here thinking about it and like, bro, the season over. Definitely do got a lot of different content I'm trying to drop through the off season, so y'all go ahead, like, leave any kind of comments you got down below. Subscribe to the channel. Tap in my social medias too, I have them in the description. And I'll see y'all soon in the next one.